Everyone,
welcome. How you doing? I hope you all are fine on this Monday evening.
Yep, it is one of those days when you don't know whether to put on a raincoat or a t-shirt. But you know what? We're surviving every day, so let's just do what we do best. And what we have this evening is, well, this is a business that we 100% support, because in our larder at the moment is just all of their ingredients and their seasonings. And you know what the funny thing is that I don't think we're going to go back to Shaw's and all those other ones. We are permanently with them in terms of what they're producing. So we want to introduce to you Jamaica Valley.
Well, they're a little bit. They'll be joining us shortly, but we'll continue and crack on. At the moment now, I believe that we are not live in the Facebook group. We are not live in the Facebook group currently. So if you are with us, please join us over on our YouTube channel, okay, where we are live. All right, okay. Yep. So in the meantime, whilst we're waiting, we'll just let you know what's happening and what we've been up to in the last week or so.
So what were we doing on Monday? It was a busy day.
It was.
That was a busy day. Yeah, we literally left home early in the morning, went to South London, visited, did a short interview, prelude to today. And we then had another interview with what was it? That was we were interviewing Shah.
Yeah, Shah last week.
Yeah. So we were talking about raising funds for those of you who are having difficulty in raising funds for your business. We were talking about the partnership, getting into the partnership so that everyone can actually get their way to raise some funds. So that being said, I would say to everyone, check out our interviews on our announcements. They're always on our announcements. Go up there, have a look, and enjoy yourself. Take your time. Sit down and watch and, learn, enjoy, and have a laugh, because we do what we do in the way that we do, which is to provide you with information while being relaxed and informative.
Yeah, exactly.
So what we do that is to make sure that you are here with us to make sure everything goes to plan. Anyway, so, it's been one of those long weeks.
Yeah. And YouTube do not want us, not YouTube, Facebook do not want us to go live. So we are just letting everybody now to come and join us over on our YouTube channel. Come and join us over on our YouTube channel. Okay. And as you can see, I'm multitasking right now. Okay.
And we've got our guests.
No, that's fine. Yeah. That's what we will introduce them in the moment. But for the
Lorraine is doing her multitasking on her phone again. Yeah. So we'd like to say that once we start getting ourselves on the road, we will get going very quickly. Please bear with us, because we're trying to make sure. All of a sudden, YouTube just decided that we haven't got permission to do something or another, and there's a license, so it just went confusing. So what we've done is we've gone all the way around to make sure that we can find a way to provide you with the information. And tonight, so we will be putting it onto. We will be basically we will be recording it and putting it onto our Facebook as well. So those of you who weren't able to see it on the Facebook live, you will be able to see it. Yeah, within hours thereafter. So we would just like to say, let's keep going.
We are going to try. We're paddling under it at the moment, but I'm letting everybody know.
You want to see Lorraine? Lorraine is doing that.
I'm letting everybody know that they can click on the link and join us on our.
Okay, so let's get on with our show
on our YouTube page. All right. Okay. So without further ado, so without further ado, everybody, we would like to introduce you to the wonderful Jamaica Valley, Caren and Buck. All right. So let me just bring them in.
Hello.
Oh, what's happening?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello, guys.
How are you both?
Good.
Why you two look so relaxed, man. Come on, let's go to the settee.
I think we need to join you. Unfortunately, yeah, Facebook, we all know how Facebook can be sometimes. It is, you know, they've changed certain things, and the platform that we use, one of the platforms that we use to go live is for some reason is not connecting. But we are, I know for sure, are live on YouTube. So again, if you would like to click and join us over on our YouTube page, that would be brilliant. Okay. And for those of you who may miss this, you will be able to catch the recording again on YouTube as well as the Facebook.
On the Facebook. So you won't miss out. Basically, the live will be missed out for some people, but not everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome, guys. Welcome.
So have you two have a busy day? I know these days are very busy for you two.
It's very busy.
Very busy today. Every day is busy.
Yeah, I can imagine. And for everybody that do not know, we are here tonight with Caren and Buck from the founders and directors of Jamaica Valley. All right. Yeah. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. All right. It's a pleasure to have you on.
Thanks. I'm just trying to find the YouTube link now so that I can also.
Yeah, okay. Well, I will share it with you, okay, in the chat. Actually, I'll share it with you now so that you'll be able to share it as well, okay? Yeah. All right. Yeah, so you can carry on. I'm going to be fiddling about for the moment, and then we can carry on.
If you go onto the Facebook group, it's actually on the actual Facebook, so you can literally just copy and paste it any way that you want to. Yeah. So that will be
share it as well to Karen. Okay, yeah, you can. So
first and foremost, I know you're concentrating on it, so it's going to be a moment. So we're going to give a moment. Yeah.
No, you can continue. You can continue. Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
You got it?
Yeah. Good. Sorry, everybody, if you are not able to join us on Facebook. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, Facebook have decided that they are not that is playing about, basically. So we are going to continue anyway, but the recording is there. Okay, we'll be there, and you'll be able to go back and have a look at that also. All right.
So, well, you can see that they're concentrating very much on trying to get this thing sent out. And I know it's difficult because, you know, all of a sudden we were at the last minute, we were just told that something's not right. It's not following through. So we've had to go around and make, you know, changes. So Lorraine is.
I'm just going to share it right now on the story, so everybody can just swipe up when they see it, they can just swipe up and follow the link.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hardly the volume is gone a little bit, my darling.
Right. Let's see if we can turn up the volume.
Yeah, we literally weren't hearing you because when you talk away from the microphone, we're not hearing you. That's better.
Lovely.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
A lot better.
All right.
Yes.
There we go.
Wonderful. So yes. So
okay. Are you ready? Have you sent it out?
I'm ready. I've sent everything now. So
okay.
Well, we'll start again. So welcome again, guys. It's lovely to have you with us. Again, we're gonna paddle through and work through these things. We all know what Facebook and Instagram can be like sometimes, in terms of how they share or any updates that they've done, which we are aware, we're not aware of at the time. So even though you can set things up as the best of your ability, sometimes it just plays out. So we're going to plow through anyway. Yeah. All right. So we'll start with
the first question. The first question is, as I always say, who are you?
Who are we? We're just a normal family. Just a normal family, like every other family just a normal black family.
the volume's coming in and out
The volume is
Caren.
waving in and out.
Yeah.
Not sure why. Yeah,
Yeah,
Now
that's better.
That's better. You might have to stay forward a little bit.
yeah. So we're just an ordinary family, and we decided to. I mean, we've always had businesses, but we decided to form Jamaica Valley in 2016, and we basically just, as a family, been pushing and set up a company where 90% of our products are basically grown, made in Jamaica, and exported to the UK, Canada, basically North America, yeah, worldwide really now.
Before we go all the way around as to the company, it's the people first and foremost that is the interesting aspect, because you are not just the managers or sorry, the directors, the founders. You're actually a married couple. Am I correct?
Yes, we're married couple.
Okay. You see, that's a beautiful thing, because that's one of the very big strengths, is that many people have businesses. One person's doing the business, the other person doing something else. The both of you are putting your forces together to create this business, and that's really good. But I want to get, before we even go into that, I want to ask you,
Start from the beginning.
how long have you been in business? Which is the first thing, and it's not necessarily about Jamaica Valley. How long have you been in business? So both of you.
About which is about 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
Is that
Probably even more than that, maybe about 17 years.
okay? So the question for me then is, have you always been business orientated, or is that something in your family that or has everybody been a musician and you just decided you're going to go another direction? Have you always been in business?
Well, I haven't always been in business. I've always been business-minded. And I don't come from a family at all. I just come from a family who, my mother is from Jamaica.
I think
when she was a teenager.
You're sorry.
I didn't come from a business background, but my mother immigrated from Jamaica when she was 17. No, actually, she came here when she was 7.
Yeah.
And so my mom is from, and my whole family is from St. Anne in Jamaica.
Okay.
And she basically, it was just, you grow up, you go to school, you get a job, and that was basically it. You go through the motions of getting a job and working. And my mom was a social worker. My mom worked for Lambeth Council. Well, she worked for Lambeth and Southwark. She was a social worker, and she was very hardworking, but it was very, very stressful. And I've just always seen my mom work so hard. She still works now. She works for Parkinson's Society now, and she's gonna retire this year. Thank God. It's been a long and hard, and I kind of grew up seeing the struggle really, and just knew that for me, that just I don't mind working hard, but it would have to be for myself, not for somebody else. To be honest with you. So, what about you, Buck?
Yes, Buck. What about you in terms of your business or your experience?
Well, from my early age, my mom used to run a corner shop in Jamaica. So I grew up see she running a corner shop, and then she used to sell in the market that's in Brownstown, St. Anne.
Yeah.
So then I was about 14. Then I started to do some selling in the market. So I start from a very early age. So from at least 14 from 12.
So from your early days now, have you had any other experience of doing any other business before you started? Because what I'm trying to prize out is, you know, you have different experiences before you actually got into the Jamaica Valley business.
Valley.
Yeah.
So I think we went home to Jamaica in 2005. So we went in restaurant, bar, nightclub, auto parts, almost everything.
So we had a lot of
business.
We had a tow truck. We had that was carrying cement, sand, aggregates.
Yeah.
We had, so it was like a truck company. We had
auto parts
shop. We had a bar. We had a restaurant,
a nightclub.
We had and this was all in at one time.
Yeah, so
we had internet.
So really and truly, it's in your blood then. It's in your blood.
Yeah,
we were determined to get successful.
Yeah.
There you go.
And you're looking for your niche. You're looking for what it was that's going to work for you. Yeah?
Yeah, we were just determined to basically just do something for ourselves, really. Because especially Buck, I knew that Buck wasn't going to be the type of person who was going to go and work in an enterprise. And when I used to be in travel, and I used to just be he used to say, but the thing is, you've got more talent. We can just do something for yourself.
Yeah.
And then,
and then you just, okay. So in terms of Jamaica, before Jamaica Valley, so obviously you've always had businesses in Jamaica. Obviously through that process now, was that with your family? Was it just you and Buck that started these business, or was the rest of the family involved with the other members?
No, just both of us.
We've never ever done business with anybody before. Never ever gone into business with anybody.
Just both of us. So workers, just like no, with Jamaica Valley.
Yeah.
Always employ family.
We always employ family. Always.
Yeah. So where did the idea of Jamaica Valley come
How did that come about?
Well, the name Jamaica Valley was Caren was the one who came up with the name Jamaica Valley. But the idea, we sit down and we think about it and what we're gonna do when we came back to England. That time was 2015,
11 or something like that.
No, you came back 2011, but and I came back 3 years after.
In Jamaica, and we had all those different businesses. Unfortunately, there's a lot of red tape in Jamaica. So, and I went back to Jamaica when I was very young. So I went back to Jamaica when I was 25, and I was running all those businesses. And we also had a tire. We were exporting tire. We were importing tires from the UK into Jamaica, and these were quality tires. So they were used, but they were the best quality tires. So basically, it was our dream to live in Jamaica and build a brand over there. That was always our dream.
Right.
And so we were there. We were importing the tires. There's a lot of red tape in Jamaica, and in the end, they wouldn't let the tires come in anymore, and they held a couple of containers for us. The amount of problems that we were having business-wise, because nothing is cut and clear in Jamaica. I just knew that it wasn't going to work. And I needed to have a business that could work. And as much as we love Jamaica, we have to be successful. And if we can't be successful in Jamaica, then we're going to have to leave. So we did end up leaving and coming back, and just spent time deciding what we actually really want to do, what we love.
Yeah.
And we had the restaurant in Jamaica, and we used to formulate the seasonings ourselves together with a friend in Runaway Bay. And when we came back,
sorry, I didn't catch that last bit there.
Yeah, we just said the seasonings were the best.
Yeah.
When we were in Jamaica, those are the ones that we used, formulated ourselves the best, because I'm an avid cook, and a lot of the cooking that you see on the Jamaica Valley Instagram page is myself does the cooking.
Wow, I was
So
going to
we
get to
just,
that because I was going to
yeah,
say to everybody, listen, guys, what you're seeing on the Instagram page from Jamaica Valley of the cooking, that is all Caren. Where do you find the time to do all of that, to fit that in as well, my dear?
just have to find the time. The thing is, you just have to find the time to do what you have
Yeah,
to do. I mean, you can make excuses and say you haven't got the time, but you see, the thing that I realize is the things that you love, you make the time for, and it will just come like nothing. If something becomes a pressure, you're not loving what it is that you do, and we love business. We love
right.
business. So we can spend, like, we'll probably finish this live, go to bed, and go to sleep talking about business.
Oh, you're a little bit muffled there, Caren. I don't know.
I don't know
if it's
why,
the
but
connection.
the connection
Yeah.
must be.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
might
I'm
be
not sure.
a bit closer. Yeah. So that because we're getting every other word, and it would be nice for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of so Jamaica Valley, you started that because obviously yourselves, because the ingredients, the brilliant, wonderful ingredients that you have there. So
where do you get the ingredients from? That'd be the start.
Yeah, how did that start? Because obviously you said that business, or starting a business in Jamaica was quite difficult. So just from there.
With the ingredients, the guy who manufactures the spices, he get it local from the local farmers. So everything comes from naturally from. So the farm,
sorry, Donnie, I'm not catching every word there. I'm not catching every word. Yeah.
We don't know why, but it just seems like
we're
getting half of what you're saying.
Yeah,
I don't know because our internet is the internet is yeah, the internet is showing fine.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, we'll plow through. We'll plow through. So yeah. So in terms of starting, so you thought of this business. Obviously, it was very difficult in Jamaica. So how did that start, and what made you start the business itself?
Start the business here, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
As I was saying, when we used to run the restaurant in Jamaica, get the spices from a particular person. Yeah. Homemade spices. So it was quality. Everybody used to love the food. So when we came back to England, we just decided to say we want. It's good to bring in those spices here, for it's natural.
Yeah.
So so that's how we just came up with the idea. So we decided to get the spices, and then decided to get some teas.
Yeah.
Like Meridian and the sauce up. Yeah.
So what it was is the guy who we were working for. It was what he was doing was very small scale, and we knew that it had the potential to be bigger. So what we done is we formulated the seasonings with him, and then we just started from there really.
Right.
And then after we formulated the seasoning with him, we started to get more customer advice, or people were saying, got a seasoning for oxtail, have you got a seasoning for vegetables, have you got a seasoning for fish? So then we just started to expand the seasoning range.
Yeah, for when we start this seasoning range, it was just the chicken spice and the chicken, the all-purpose and the jerk.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because when we met you in 2016, 17.
Yeah, 2016.
16. When we first met you, it was almost a fledgling type of business that was happening, but we could actually see what was going on, and you were one of the first that we actually saw was developing something that you were both very proud of saying that everything has come from the Jamaican farmer. Which we never heard before, right? And we were in England, and we have been in England all our lives, and it was everything is sourced in Europe. And to a certain degree, we were buying things from people who basically was feeding us rubbish,
Yeah.
and putting it in bottles and tins or whatever, and giving us lesser quality. We're paying a full price, but lesser quality.
With less quality, yeah.
Yeah. So that was a revelation to see that you were actually looking at things in a totally different way from others, and saying that you were working with the Jamaican farmers to produce the goods, the ingredients for you. So what happens from when you receive the ingredients? What do you do from then? What happens then?
So everything's kind of
When you receive
formulated. Everything is formulated in Jamaica. So all the ingredients are sourced, and then they blend all the seasonings according to which seasoning is that we need. So the chicken seasoning has its own blend, the oxtail seasoning has its own blend, the all-purpose has its own blend. So everything we've kind of formulated to work with the particular types of meat. However, all our seasonings are vegan, so you don't even have to use the seasonings with meat. It's just there's no meat byproducts in our seasonings. They're all vegan, but we've just used vegetables that complement, for instance, fish, or in our oxtail seasoning. Our oxtail seasoning is vegan, but we've got rosemary in it, so rosemary complements red meat. So if you cook with our rosemary, so like everyone always says, I've used oxtail seasoning before and I never really liked the aftertaste. I love your oxtail seasoning. It's just been, the thing is, when you are buying products from people who do not use the products, you're never going to get the best quality or taste from it, because they don't know what, they don't know what it should taste like. So even when you buy your coconut, you buy your coconut in the shop, you're just getting whatever's out there, because really and truly, apart from a very, very few brands, when we were sourcing our coconut milk, we were offered many alternatives of coconut milk, and when I sampled them in my own cooking, I went for the one that I knew would have the most percentage of coconut, because that's what I'm used to having. Before that, I used to grate my own coconut and make my rice and peas, so if it didn't taste like that, I didn't want it.
So from the point of view that you now, basically, you've been organically growing this business of yours, because everything that you've done has been about, you've experienced what people want. You've done the research with them to then put something together that people actually say, okay, we love that taste, and then you can then produce it. Now, the question is, have you done research elsewhere from the local people, the people that you know? Have you done research elsewhere, other companies, to see what they're delivering?
All the time.
What you're delivering?
All the time. All the time.
Okay.
The thing is, you have to look at the biggest company. We never ever look at a company that's smaller than us. To be fair, we don't. You have to. What you have to do when starting a business is you have to look at the business that is the top in your industry. And my motto is always study your industry. So whichever industry you're in, you need to study it, and you need to know who's at the top of your field, and you need to make sure that your brand becomes better than the company that you're looking up to. So the thing is, for me, it's a case of it. To me, it's like you just keep on. It's like a blueprint, and you just following that blueprint. And this is the reason why we ended up expanding our range, because we can't be like our competitors with 4 seasonings, and then we can't do what it is that we want to do with just 4 seasonings. If we say we want, people say they want a brand that's authentic from Jamaica, black owned, Jamaica, the products are being manufactured in Jamaica. We can't just say, all right, we're going to do 4 seasonings. We have to try and see every single that we can get that's manufactured in Jamaica and bring to the shelves. And some of the products are not made in Jamaica. And I'm going to say this now, because we have we're a very transparent company. There's a major problem that needs to be highlighted, and that is the lack of industry in Jamaica. So there's a lot of products that we use in our food. There's a lot of products that we use in our food that we cannot get in Jamaica. Right? Unfortunately. So even things like coconut milk, there's not a coconut milk factory in Jamaica. So if you want coconut milk, we will source it for you, but there is not a factory in Jamaica that does coconut milk. But what we do,
that is amazing.
Yeah.
We try to source the best quality.
Yeah. So what we will come on to that a little bit later on, because that is a subject that is, you know what I mean, that
so the canning factory
be
issues are the things that we need to look at, the manufacturing issues.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but we'll come back to that in a minute. But in terms of your, you know, where you guys started from and how you obviously coming about the business, in light of what you said there, what were the struggles then for you? Because I'm sure it's not an easy market to get into, because obviously we already know, without mentioning any names, that we do have some big brands in there. So how did you navigate that, and what problems or struggles did you find with that?
Well, the problem wasn't well. What I'm saying, because we were new on the market, yeah. So people never know about us. So used to go to the shop, and the shop owner used to say, but nobody did come here and ask about Jamaica Valley. So they want to see all the, you know, they've had a brand, the big brands. But as soon as, you know, time go by, they start to take good, because people like you guys are our good customers, used to go in and say, you don't sell Jamaica Valley. So more people go and ask about it then. You understand? So people who buy our product the first and taste the natural thing, so they go back and demands to their favorite shops.
Yeah,
you have to sell Jamaica Valley.
And people were literally going in and saying, if you haven't got Jamaica Valley, we're not buying anything, and walk out. And that was
that's me.
For us.
That's me.
Yeah,
that's me. Yeah. To a certain degree, I was feeling like I was the ambassador of Jamaica Valley in Edmonton.
Yeah, but that is exactly what I think, you know, we all need to realize and do. If we know of our products that we want to see in the shop, I think that is it, isn't it? We have
that's
to say,
one of the
excuse
arguments.
me, you know,
do you have
this product? If you don't have this product, do you know what I mean? Then nothing else will do. You need to stock this product.
They will notice.
Yeah.
Any shopkeeper will notice when people ask for a product and it's not there. They know they've just missed a sale. They will then do the research to go and get that product. So it's up to us to ask for it and make a statement by saying, you know what, if you haven't got it, forget that, I'll get something else. The shopkeeper will always learn from that, and they'll start stocking. They'll start calling and making sure things happen. And I just feel that, you know, when we look at what you guys do, I mean, it's my pleasure to always say to people, no, don't try that one there. Yeah, I can tell you that.
Exactly.
Right? And now what it is, I now have a new range of a lot of products that you have just created. So, you know, the question is, where did you come up with these new products and what are they?
Which like take about the food products,
like the
food products,
like
food and others.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with us, like I said, after this, we'll probably go upstairs and discuss business. But it's just like I said, if you want to be like the other brands or better than the other brands, you're not comparing yourself to any other brand, but at the end of the day, you're in this industry, and if you want to be recognized, and if you know, I feel bad when a customer will message me and say, have you got do you do rice? It just makes me feel like we need to do rice because people want rice, you know. So what it is, we might not be able to stock every single product, but I want there to be a full range of products that we can. And you know what? I think it's all about pride as well, because I think our customers, our followers, they're just so proud to be able to go into the shop and see Jamaica Valley. Sometimes people just go into the shop and see Jamaica Valley and send us pictures and post and say, oh my gosh, I saw Jamaica Valley in the shop. And they're proud to see that. And you know, it's like they've grown with Jamaica Valley and they're so proud to see Jamaica Valley. And because I think they just know at the end of the day, anybody can do this because we're just normal households as well. So
well, you know what? I think you're downgrading yourself by saying you're a normal household. You're an unusually talented household. And yeah, the normality is that you all get along with people very well. You know, you make us feel welcome when we came to see you on Monday, and that kind of translates to the brand and what you do. So normality, yes, you are, but you're exceptional in terms of what you do as a business. So, you know, I'll give you your props every time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But, you know, obviously we'll share the products in a moment, but I think what I want to share with people just for a minute is just a little film. Well, it's not even a little film. It's more like
one of your adverts.
Oh, yeah, one of your adverts, so that people who may not know you can actually see, you know what I mean, what you guys have. All right. So bear with us 1 second, everybody. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, the sound's gone now. Hold on.
No. I think that's me. So see
Okay,
everybody.
okay.
Yeah. And we just like to say that ad was done by one of our graphic artists in Jamaica. You can check him out on Instagram, Fusion, FHUSION graphics. Yeah, at Fusion Graphics. Yeah, he's a young guy, Thomas, and he does most of our graphic design for us. We try to use as much as we can. We try to use everything local. So our graphic designers in Jamaica, we've got the guys that make labels are in Jamaica. Also, we've got some guys over here that do our labels as well. But most everything is done over in Jamaica, graphic wise.
Brilliant.
That is wonderful. You know what? That's keeping it within the family, the wider family. Well done.
Yeah.
You know, when we look at what you've been doing, right? One of the things that we looked at was we first started with Jamaica Valley products, as in the edibles, the foods, and so on. But you guys have now started to transcend into other things. So can we talk about some of the other things that you're doing at the moment? And I've even got a couple of examples. Yeah. So if we can, what are the things that you're doing at the moment?
Yeah, so we've gone into hair products now. We've gone into natural hair products. It kind of just felt like a natural start going into. We're trying to do all the food products, and we decided, you know what, let's do the hair products, the beauty sides of things, and let's just make sure that everything that we do natural, obviously, and so we started to do Jamaica Valley Beauty now, and we're just waiting to see that take off. So hopefully all our supporters, all our followers will go into all of the beauty shops now and demand to see Jamaica Valley on the shelves.
I will show that. Yeah, I will definitely show that in a moment. Yeah. All right. Beforehand. Yeah. So not now, because I want people to know a little bit more about you a bit, and then we'll go on to the products and so on. Yeah. So obviously, you know what I mean, going into the stores and everything with your products, and people asking and really demanding to have your products in there. And once people started to know who you were, who Jamaica Valley were there any problems at all that you encountered?
No, not really, no. Well, when people start, when people get out for, we don't have a problem like that in the stores. We get in tours, yeah. Well, it was time I used to when I went in the store and tried to see the manager, so they used to like say the manager is not here. But soon as everything pick up, I realized it's the same people.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they was on the one who will chase us now to get the product. I used to chase
Okay.
them, and it's
Yeah.
the other way
Okay.
around. Yeah.
So you know what, Buck, when you speak, it's a beautiful, broad Jamaican dialect.
I love it.
It's wonderful.
Thank you.
But
Thank
you know
you.
what? Our cousins can sometimes, be afraid, yeah, because
Mhm.
they're not too sure which way to go. But I
Mhm.
sense that in terms of yourself, because what is your role in Jamaica Valley, by the way? May I ask that
Yeah.
for both of
So
you?
the two
Well,
of you.
in
So
charge,
which of you
like I'm the, I would say then the street man, the salesperson.
You're the
So
salesperson.
yeah, I'm the one who go all
Brilliant.
over the country. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mars is
Yeah.
going
Wait. Did you say all over the country?
Yeah, all over the country. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
As
Do you
far
have a
as
do you have a team? Do you have a team driving with you?
yeah, me myself and I.
Oh my gosh. So
Well done.
So
Well
right
done.
now you are in all major cities. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as Manchester
As far
and Nottingham.
brilliant.
Yeah, Manchester, Nottingham. Yeah, that's as far as
And so with you selling now, do you find that people are more wanting to see you to make sure of the authentication of Jamaica Valley?
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's the problem I have right now. I want to pull out and give somebody but that's the problem I have right now with the customer.
They want to see you.
They want to see me. They want to see me. They want to. I don't know why. They want to see me.
So Caren, how does that work for you then? Because you're supposed to be helping with the sales, and it just sounds like Buck is the only one they want to talk to.
No, that works perfectly because I have no desire to do sales, so that's just perfect for me. What I do is what I love.
Yeah.
I love to be behind the scenes. I love my social media. I love my social media. I like to be speaking to my customers on social media, making sure everything's okay. Take care of the team in that aspect. We've got the team at the warehouse, so we've got an operations manager there as well. But
One
yeah, just
minute,
into
you're jumping too
yeah,
fast.
I'm jumping too far. Yeah, but
Because we didn't even get to team because so far we were talking about Buck and Caren. That's it.
Yeah. Right.
All of
So
a
what else do I
sudden,
do? I source all the products. So every single one of the products, all the new products, I source everything. So I source all the products. I make sure that everything is in line. We're getting it at the right price so that we can be competitive with the rest of the brands. So the thing is, we work as a perfect team because I can't do what Buck does, and he also can't do what I do. So he loves to do all the things that I don't like to do, and I like to do all the things that he doesn't like to do. So it just works perfectly.
Synergy.
That's
well done.
Yeah.
Now I've heard that recently, up till November, we were saying we want to come to see you quite a long time ago, and you said, let's until when we've got ourselves organized. So what was that organization that you were trying to do, and what changes have happened since that organization?
Well, so since November we moved to a bigger unit, a bigger warehouse, and so
right.
Then it just used to be me and the kids.
Okay.
Yeah, but
sorry, you made
We've got an operations manager at the warehouse. Just make sure the operations are going from day to day. That's Shakira Williams. And then my brother Gerard Elliott has come on board, and he deals with the merchandising, the stock, and he also deals with the international sales, so like the bulk orders internationally as well. And he also deals with so now we've got a proper team, I would say. And then obviously my daughter does the
expanded.
expanded.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So the people who are
brilliant.
working with you, generally speaking, are members of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
So
family.
you've kept it in house.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the reason why we kept it in house is because we kind of just we did. The thing is this: I don't think we would doing a interview or looking at someone's CV. To me, it just is so much easier to just see people with the skills that you need and asking them, come on, how long, if that's what you want to do, because a lot of the time some of our family members were a little bit lost in where they were going in life, their direction, and they were able to come on board and use the talents and skills that they had that were kind of being dismissed where they were before, and actually use it to better Jamaica Valley, which they have done.
Right.
Yeah. And you know what, that is the essence and the old-fashioned way of bringing somebody on board to work with you, you know. And sometimes it is very simple just to speak to somebody. You can get a feeling, a good vibe from that person,
see how the person works
out,
and how that works with you, and that becomes itself an energy that moves forward. You know,
and an asset to your business as well, you know, because then you're giving them a chance to shine in areas that maybe they would not be able to in a different environment. So you know what I mean, that's really good. You know, that's really good.
I got to ask a question of Caren. Caren, have you been able to release all the things that you're doing, give it to other people to do?
How been?
You know what I'm asking here, don't you?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I've been able to release a lot of the things that I was doing before, and it was a good thing that I was able to do it, because it was just as the business kind of really started to get so busy that I've been able to give things to my brother to do and my cousin Shakira to do, and then now I'm able to focus on just the creativity of the business, which is like my creative time was always in the night, because I had to do other things in the day. So it's like I wasn't even sleeping for the last 6 years. It was like all of the business stuff was being done in the day. I would probably have 2 hours of sleep, and then I was doing all my creative work from maybe 2 o'clock to maybe 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then it was just like a cycle. I'm gonna tell you that even though that was my lifestyle 6 years or 5 years, I was very happy. Because to me it was I was being creative for something that I was creating for my family, and you know, so it was fine. Yeah, and I never resent anything that I have to do for Jamaica Valley, because it's what I love.
So you didn't find it that difficult to really you know, sort of move things over to your operations, but
no, they kind of took things away from me, and this is the thing. They kind of, what they did is they just came in, and instead of me having to say, can you do this and can you do that, they just and I've always been like this. I'd rather you just come in and see what needs to be done and do it, rather than ask me what needs to be done. Because if you ask me what needs to be done, then I might as well just do it. That's just me. People who are around me are usually people who will just come, you'll see something and then do it, and that relieves me straight away, because sometimes I can't even explain what it is that I need to be done. But then some, like Shakira, will just come and then it will be done, or Gerard will come and then it will just be done. So it was kind of, the transition was easy, because they just did what it is that they had to do. The hard part is with Buck, really, because he can't let go. He can't let go at all.
I was going to draw him in.
I would say for Buck, obviously, because you're national now, you know what I mean? You're national and international to a certain degree, right?
Yeah.
You might have to think perhaps maybe of, you know, kind of.
I wanna let go. I wanna let go, but it's most of the customer keep on holding me back. You understand? So
well, you'd have to go with your apprentice to the customer and let them know who that person is, because you're trying to wean them off you. Because
you've built such a relationship over the years, and they're used to you. I mean, you know, guys, we were there last week, and it was a pleasure to be able to visit the warehouse and the inner workings,
to meet,
which is fabulous.
meet everyone,
to
meet the team. Yeah.
But in saying that, you know, I forgot what I was going to say now. In saying that, how are you going to? You said to us that the customer that you have built these relationships with do not want you to be speaking with them and selling in the usual selling manner. Tell us again, what is it that the style in which they want you to communicate with them?
Well, how do they like you to communicate with them?
Well,
how do they like you to be?
To be honest, most of the customer, when I went in them shop and then I will be there like sometime 15, 20 minutes and we have talk. Sometimes we talk about Jamaica Valley and then other things.
Yeah.
You know, so like we build this relationship like a friendship, and it means like maybe 75% are the customer. So they get used to retailer. So they it's like they're looking forward to see me to have some chit chat, you know,
right?
And then have this Jamaican talk whenever they see me, they start to try to talk Jamaican.
So, wait, are we talking our cousins here? Are we talking our cousins?
Everyone.
So, anyone. I mean, anyone. Yeah. So
well, so they really want the authentic Jamaican. That's what they
really want. They want from the product to the talk to the slang. Then the
real deal.
You know what I always say, you know, our cousins, as you would say, they have respect for people who work hard, and that's just plain or simple. And they've seen how Jamaica has grown, and they have to turn around and respect. They have to respect the fact that we did exactly what we said we were going to do. And they used to always say to us, "Are you going to come back? Are you going to come back when we sell out? Are you going to come back?"
And that's the thing again. When we just started the business, they used to say people just come this week, bring some product, and the product do good, and then they will see them again.
So
they're afraid to take new goods, new product.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we stayed consistent.
They're
not. Because even with the hair products now, you go into some of the shops and you start talking about, will you take Jamaica Valley, and then I think one that we went into in Peckham said, my brother's got a shop in Greenwich, and then we realized we sell in Woolwich, we sell to that shop. He's got a food shop, so then immediately he was like, we'll take everything, because the brother's already got a relationship with us, so for the last 5 years. So you know,
that's the essence of the business then, isn't it? Is building those relationships, and over the years taking that time to build that relationship, and that's why you're able to, you don't have to do much in terms of selling your products, really.
And it's consistency. I always say it can be done, but we have to be consistent. If we say we're going to sell a hot pepper sauce, make sure that you're always consistently selling your hot pepper sauce.
So that is your philosophy as such, is to make sure
stay consistent.
Be consistent.
I mean, running out of products is like a disgrace and shame to us. Honestly, running out of products is like a shame and disgrace. Like it's like if you want jerk seasoning, it's supposed to be that seasoning, because what else are we doing? I mean, sometimes we do have reasons why things, for instance, the Dutch pots, and I'll say this because I haven't really said this out loud, but the Dutch pots we get from Jamaica, I won't give the full details, but we get the Dutch pot from there, right?
Just
anyway, the guy who we get them from, brilliant, but the place where he makes them is a maker, right? So there's times where he can make Dutch pots for us, and there's times he can't, because war might be going on. So the person who collects the Dutch pots, who goes to St. Anne, we have to say to him, don't risk your life to go down there right now. There's a war down there. So they've been holding on to some Dutch pots for us, but we haven't been able to get them because there's been war down there. So these are real things. These are real things that happen. You know. So we haven't been able to get the Dutch pots, and there's just real things
The
happen.
next shipment,
But the next shipment, there'll be some spots on there as well. Yeah.
Lovely. Well, I'm gonna show for the minute then, so that some people, some of the products, and then we're gonna speak about, because obviously I know that you're gonna move forward with some of them. So everyone, I'm just gonna pop up a few bits and pieces here for you to see. All right. So these are some of the fish seasonings we have. We've also got the oxtail seasoning.
Oh, by the way, these are your new labels. Is that correct?
New packaging.
New packaging.
Yeah. So that will be coming out. That'll be coming out soon. Is that correct?
What, another month or so?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Lovely.
Getting over the old packaging first, and then that will be rolling out.
And then we'll speak about this in a little bit, guys. You're moving into the beauty industry, okay? And Jamaica Valley will be supplying shampoos and conditions and so on for our hair. I mean, where else? Okay, what else can we do? Also, we've got the sauces as well. You've got the Scotch bonnet sauce. You have the.
So wait a minute. Which one's the hottest one?
It's the green one.
The green one is the hottest one, but the yellow one
is the most popular.
Is the most popular one.
The yellow one is like a kind of, it's sweet, but it would be like
more flavor.
It would be a nice fruit, hot pepper flavor.
Fruity flavor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not sweet though,
the
but
red one is
the red one is just the original.
Yeah.
If you like fresh cut up pepper, like you cut up your pepper fresh, that is exactly what the green one tastes like. Fresh, like you just pick. It's the green one. Yeah. You've gone to your garden, you picked a pepper and you cut it up and put it in your food. That's what one is. Fresh.
I can vouch for that. They're all lovely.
Someone just said, please supply. Someone just said, please supply apple cider vinegar shampoo and conditioner. The Jamaica Valley Black Castor Oil shampoo and conditioner. The shampoo contains apple cider vinegar. Yeah, that one. It contains apple cider vinegar in there, so you can use that one.
Yeah, and I can use it on locks as well. You can use it on locks.
Yeah,
natural hair.
He's always asking that question.
Listen,
it might make it grow. It might put some on Bucks here.
It's called ambition. It's called ambition.
Exactly. And then we've got. I'm sure people will remember this one here. Yeah, the blue soap.
Yeah.
That's
the blue soap.
Oh, the blue
soap.
The
blue soap is
explain that for anybody that may not know.
So the blue soap. Go on, Buck. You explain it.
The blue soap. It gets out especially for white. Yeah. Any stain and damage is different, and it's good for that.
So in Jamaica, you wash
Our grandparents also used to
rub it and then rush it.
Is that carbolic soap kind of thing?
No, carbolic soap is more like for the skin.
But blue soap is for the clothes.
So what you could do, for instance, with my kids, when they come home from school, their shirts are dirty. I would just wet the collar and do the collar, wet them, and then I will cut a small piece, put it in the washing machine, and just put the white in there, and then it just gives everything
good smell and good.
It's just a traditional. It's just a traditional wash soap.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Fantastic. And that is the range of the products there, guys. And you can go and see them. That's just some of them here. And if you guys saw as well on our Facebook page, we shared quite a few of the products as well.
But what we didn't share with you, or I'm not sure I did, was
the jars.
The jars, right? So those are your seasoning jars. Yeah. So listen, there is about one for each seasoning.
So there's 7, 8.
We're going to work on that. So listen, this is available from Jamaica Valley. So what you have to do is put in your order and make Caren get tired of getting them. She's got to source them to give her some work. They are absolutely beautiful because you know what? We've got them, when we've got our seasonings, we've got them in the packages. We've got them in the packages like this. Yeah, I'm trying to find we've got the packages, but that's also got a sealant. Yeah, so it seals. But the thing is, when you have it in this,
when you refresh, yeah, when you run out, you can then just
pour it back in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, the jars are available, on the website, I believe.
Yeah, JamaicaValley.com.
Yeah, I've got that here as well, so I'll be sharing that with everyone. There you go, everyone. Okay, so you can pop over there, and if you like the jars, and I'm going to show you the top. So they are wonderfully made. Look at that, guys.
On crop. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
that's quality. All right. Okay.
So you're not missing out.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, guys. So obviously now moving on, you have the family now. You are moving forward. The business is going well. Thank goodness. What next for Jamaica Valley?
Just adding more product as a customer. We always have customer giving we new ideas, things which we get, so we try to source the best quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
just and the supermarkets as well.
I'm getting into bigger supermarket. We want everybody.
And I know a lot of people have said, "Oh, if you guys go into supermarkets, the quality is going to go down," and it's not going to go down.
It's going to be the same.
The reason why I know it's not going to go down is because Jamaica Valley is a foundation business. So you're looking at the founders of Jamaica Valley. So we have children. So we are not going to give up Jamaica Valley to any company. We are going to remain at the head. So the quality of our products will have to remain how it is. And once if anything happens to myself or Buck, then children have grown up in this business also, and they will then know to take over and keep the quality the same, we hope.
Yeah.
So
you're talking.
Yeah. So we do want to get into the supermarkets, because obviously there's a lot of people like in Scotland or Wales want to have access to these products as well. And remember, even though we're a Jamaican-based company, there's other cultures and people that love Jamaican food. And and to be honest with you, the people who love Jamaican food, they want to cook with the orthodox. They don't want they want the authentic products. So we believe that it's fair for us to be, because people need to have access to this. But obviously we don't have friends high places. So in order to get there, it's just a lot of
There are issues related to bringing that together.
Yeah.
I think I've got this one here, the sweet pimento ketchup.
Yeah.
Listen, people,
that's your signature, isn't it?
Yeah, they love it. They love that one.
They love it.
I was thinking on that one is there's going to be a lot of companies that are going to be using this, and maybe you should make bigger bottles or even liter bottles, because this will go fast. Well, the way it tastes
every day we get that from the country.
This is another thing. So the reason why we haven't got bigger bottles at the moment is because our sweet pimento ketchup comes from Jamaica, and the factory that makes the sweet pimento ketchup is a family business also. And they have to import their bottles, or I don't know where they get their bottles from. We haven't had that discussion. However, it's a small business, so they only cater for what it is that they do. So it's kind of difficult for them to then go on for us to say, you know what, we now need 400-gram bottles. I mean, it is possible. It is possible. It's something that we will definitely look into, but we would have to work with that company as well and try to assist them to get to get bigger bottles for us, because we'd probably be the only companies that would be buying that side, because for whatever reason. But we'll look into it definitely, because a lot of people have asked that. So
So I mean, as we're speaking about, all the authentic flavors and tastes of Jamaica Valley, in terms of the farmers and so on that you know that you deal with, how are you kind of giving back to them as well as making sure that they are in receipt of you're giving back basically to the farmers and to the people of Jamaica?
So I mean, what we don't have a charity, and we give back a lot to Jamaica. So even to our little community in Runaway Bay, if we hear, people always kind of reach out and we try and help.
Sometimes people have debt, will assist with funeral.
And things like that. A lot of people, because we're well known in our little community in Jamaica as well, because we have business there. So people will reach out to us for kind of assistance, and we assist wherever we can.
Back to school and all those things. Yeah.
We had a back to school drive, not last year because it was a lockdown, but we had a back to school in Jamaica drive the year before. So we were giving assistance with it was books and money and things like that.
We had three prizes we give away.
Yeah, prizes. Yeah, we'll give away prizes.
Really good. That's really
and
good.
Also farmers, what we do as well, obviously, we where we get our ackee from and our Callaloo, a farm in Clarendon, and so we've seen her business expand since we've been using her services. She's brilliant. I mean, we try to order as much as that we can, and her quality is amazing. And it's her business that she runs alone. And so
there's a wife and husband just like me.
Okay. So we give back that sense. So the thing is, because we're on the ground in Jamaica as well, and we know everything about Jamaica, we don't have to go and contact any we could just go directly to the farmers because we know what we're doing, we know where we're going. So, and even our seasoning guy, I mean, we've seen him go from kind of making 5 bags of seasoning to us. Now it's all 100 bags on one shipment.
Wow.
He's just finished building a new factory. It was him one working, then it was his son. Now he's employing so many people in the Runaway Bay area.
Oh, brilliant.
And this is
so
what we want to see.
It is expanding. So through Jamaica Valley,
everybody's eating.
People are eating. I know there's other companies out there who's the same type of business that we do, who say, but we get our ackee from Jamaica. But the problem is you are not going directly to the ackee farmer. And if you're not going directly to the ackee farmer, they're not going to be the ones that's benefiting. It's going to be the people, because you don't know Jamaica. So you have to go to somebody in a high place in Jamaica, and then they're going to go then and source the ackee. So they're going to tell them the price that they want to give it, and then give them a bigger price. And so the real person who's benefiting from this is going to be the in-between person. But obviously so I think someone's asking, where can I get your stock wholesale? If you if you email info@jamaicavalley.co.uk, then somebody will take care of that for you. So that's info@jamaicavalley.co.uk. But so for us, we like to go directly to the person who's actually the person who's who's watering the root of the plant, because they're the ones that should be benefiting.
Now you said when we met you last Monday, you said that the quality of the ackee or the quality of the callaloo is different from the ones that you get in tins elsewhere. What did you mean by that?
With the ackee, sometimes you get some other brand of ackee, maybe you get some full of like water then, and the ackee much. But we try to get the pegs of the ackee. So so we try
so basically, when you're sourcing ackee, they can get, if you don't know about ackee, they'll give you, there's like, I don't know, even if you pick the ackee from the tree and you boil it, there's always some little parts that drop off the end. So basically the parts that drop off at the end is what you'll get that for cheaper. So some of the companies will buy that because obviously they're not really too interested in quality. We demand that we have the pegs of ackee. So when you throw out the ackee, you can see the whole pegs of ackee. It might mash out in the pot because that's just the nature of ackee, but it shouldn't come mashed out in the tin, you know.
Yeah.
And so we make sure it's supposed to have structure to it. So we source the pegs of ackee, and when we speak to our ackee lady, she knows we don't want the off cuts, we want the firm cuts of ackee, firm ackee, and if it's going to cost us a little bit more, then we'll pay for it because we don't want the off cuts of the ackee. And the callaloo, honestly,
than stem.
You know, in all the stems where you're chewing it for ages and they're getting the properly, they clean it properly, take out the stems, because obviously these are the things that we know. You know, when you clean callaloo, I don't know, some people might not know, but if you callaloo and you get callaloo, there's a way how you have to strip the callaloo before you cook it. So when you strip the callaloo, it takes out all the stringiness. So that's what we demand in our tin ackee. So our tin ackee is like butter. Our tin callaloo is like butter. When you cook it and you take it's like it melts in your mouth. Callaloo.
No, brilliant. No, that's good to know. Is to see it. That's the quality of the products that Jamaica Valley have. So, and it's just lovely for a change to be able to. And there's very many people that say the only thing that they have in their seasoning cupboard is Jamaica Valley, because it is so refreshing to be able to have.
I run my family.
Yeah.
So don't worry about
yeah, exactly.
And you know what? It actually feels so good to say to someone, "Have you got Jamaica Valley?" And no, I don't want that one. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want the proper stuff.
Yeah.
Right? It feels so good to say that.
Yeah.
Right? Now, with that being said, that brings me on to the word legacy. Because I don't want to just say that for today. I want my son and his children to say, "Can I have that, please, Jamaica Valley?" Whatever that is, Jamaica Valley. How are you going to ensure that legacy transfers to the children? What are you doing? How do you see legacy for you?
That's why we have the kids in the business. So share them is there. So we try to teach. Well, we teach them from birth of the business. So about the business. So Jada is a big one. So Jada know more, and then Kira and then Kimari. Well, Kimari.
Kimari is the youngest. He's gonna be 14, but he's definitely, when it comes to business, he knows about business. He started his own business when he was 12, and we're not 10, and we're not talking a little business. He started a proper business where he was importing cheese tricks from Jamaica, and he was importing, and the business got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I think the last shipment of cheese tricks that he imported, it literally it got to customs. They checked the ingredients in. The cheese tricks, the national cheese tricks.
No, I don't.
So they checked the back. A very popular brand of, it's like Watsits. So they checked the back. They checked the back of the Watsits, the cheese tricks, and then they saw that there was an ingredient in there that wasn't allowed into the UK. So they confiscated the whole shipment. And so he lost his business, but he's even got pictures of when he was 10 and he had his business, so he's done that. But now he's
already got that
he's got that drive. He's always speaking to manufacturers, like I feel sorry for the manufacturers sometimes, because I'm thinking this boy is only 12.
I feel sorry for Buck. Buck's gonna have to deliver him.
Well, he's always doing these things, and then we're having to kind of, because he bought do-rags the other day. So a package just turned up with Afro combs and do-rags, and I said, "What's this?" And he said he wants to sell Afro combs and do-rag, and it had a Jamaica Valley label. I said, "Who gave you the permission to use Jamaica Valley?"
In that way, that is brilliant, because that is what we want, isn't it? You know what I mean, going forward. So you're already training the children, or showing the children, the finance side, the business side, the sales side, so that they can continue on. So what's your vision? What is the vision?
Will you retire? With your vision, when will you retire?
No, I will never retire from Jamaica Valley.
I would like to retire, but
not gonna let it go.
Not like not completely.
Like in the background, yeah.
Maybe in the background,
in the
but
back, you know?
not.
Yeah, but
I can't see myself retiring from my business. This is my life. This is just part of my life, and I think if I retired from Jamaica Valley, I'm always gonna have ideas. I'm always gonna have ideas, so I wouldn't retire fully. It'd be nice to be able to kind of have times where I can just go away and spend time with my husband and just but I'm not gonna retire from the business because it's part of who I am as well.
Yeah. And how do you make that balance? How do you keep
that work-life balance,
the work-life and family balance going?
It's funny. It works. There's a lot of business talk in my household, and my children always will. Like people will come to my house, and it's the thing is we'll go out and we'll see something, and the kids will be like, "You guys always want to turn something into a business." But we always the conversation always goes to business. It's always, So like I said, in a minute we'll probably go upstairs and the three kids will be in the bed, and then we'll literally probably start all talking about business, who wants to do what, and but we find a lot. I mean, Jamaica Valley is just, it's like another part of the family.
Yeah.
So it's always there, but then we still do. I mean, a lot of things as a family. We've got a very, very big extended. Yeah, we've got a very, very big extended family as well.
Yeah.
A very big extended family. So there's always family functions.
Yeah.
Somebody's birthday. So we're always, and we don't miss those things.
Good.
Yeah, we don't miss those things.
Good.
Well done.
And we go on holiday a lot. Before lockdown, we go on holiday a lot. We try to take the kids away. We try to get away ourselves. There's always something going on, but we try to keep that so it's just not work.
Yeah, exactly. So the family is most important, and the legacy. And I know you did mention that, and we actually shared a clip, to our group and to Instagram as well of what you said there about the legacy. So can you repeat to us again what you see Jamaica Valley in 50, 100 years? Now, what does legacy look like for you?
Do you want to say anything? Do you want to say it?
Well, in the next, maybe the next 20, 30 years, is Kimari carry on that, and then I hope Kimari can have his kids, or Jade or Kira have their kids take on the button. But we just want to do our best right now to bring it to another level that they can take it on.
So the way
the
way how we look at Jamaica Valley is it's a foundation business, and every business has to start with a firm foundation. And there's a lot of businesses that you've seen in the past, and they all started more or less like Jamaica Valley. So they just started off with two people with a vision that decided to keep it going on, and they could look 100 years in the future and still see how the business could progress. And the food industry is always going to be, people always need food. So for me, it's about showing my children that this is not a get quick rich scheme. This business that we're just gonna build, and we're gonna nurture it, and we're gonna do everything that we can, and we're gonna be grateful for what it is, and understand that this is something that we're gonna then have to pass on to the next generation of Balfours, and keep it in the family so that in generations to come they can look back and say, this is Jamaica Valley. This Valley was founded by our great grandparents, and this is it. And there's not a lot of black businesses that are legacy businesses, and we need people to understand that, you might start a business and you might be the main, you might not even end up being the person that benefits the most out of it. But just to start something that you can pass on is the foundation that we need to be doing, especially It hasn't been done for us in past generation. So we need to be the people that are starting these things, and then just knowing with the vision that in 100 years' time, I'm gonna have started something. And this is basically what it is. This is what it needs to be. Start foundation businesses now.
Yeah, that's what it is. Laying the foundations, isn't it? That's what our job is. I think
those are the right words to end with, because if we think about it, we could keep talking to you until the cows come home.
But I want to go on to, we've had one or two people that have actually, put some questions in, or not even questions. They've just actually shown their praise, and so on. And again, I will share well done to Caren and Buck. Fantastic. We would be interested in stocking your products on our website. So there you go. We can perhaps put you in contact with this particular person. That's really good to know. Do you do gift hampers?
Only certain times of the year. So Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, we do hampers at those times.
Excellent. And people would be able to find them on the website?
Yeah. We put them on the website when they're available.
Lovely. And
the distributor is
now the distributor. You don't have to answer that one.
We do all our distribution in the UK. The best.
All right.
Interested in wholesale is info@jamaicavalley.co.uk.
Right. Okay. So I've already shared it up there already. So,
yeah.
Right. So there you go. If you want to contact Caren or Buck, just obviously email them at info@jamaicavalley.co.uk. You can also catch them on their Instagram page, where you will see lovely Caren. Now you know those wonderful hands putting all that lovely food together. This is the one I can't get over, and I'm going to try it. Is the stir fry one with the meat and the fish and the prawns?
I think that one was our brand ambassador. So we've recently taken on a very good brand ambassador who helps with who does who cooks as well. Because before that, it was myself that was doing all of the cooking. So for about the last, I would say 2 months, we've had a new ambassador that does the cooking. She's amazing. So she does the majority of the cooking now, whereas before it was just myself that was doing all the cooking.
Yeah.
But now, so we've got 2 brand ambassadors. We've got KS Nice Spice, and we've also got White Yardie, who are two brand ambassadors, and both of them, especially, White Yardie is just, he pushes that brand. He pushes the brand like he sees, to be honest with you.
But that's what you want, isn't it? Somebody that's on board.
Waves of Jamaica life is
But that's what you want, though, isn't it? Is somebody
definitely.
that are really embracing your product and really want to get it out there. And I'm telling you, right now, you guys should be so happy and getting your products out there, especially with our Jamaican girls out there doing the business.
Oh, it's amazing.
So
good.
right now,
so well.
you know, the marketing's already been done for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you. They're flying the flag for us.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, listen.
But thanks so much for having us on your show, guys.
It has been a pleasure.
Really appreciate it. Yeah.
No problem at all. And again, you know, life takes over. Facebook takes over and does what it wants to do, but we still persevere and we still continue. So
everyone will see it on our website.
We'll Facebook, share also.
So
we will reshare.
What you do is go into it, and you may see some of the comments. So send some.
As time goes.
Answer some. Let them know you're around. Yeah,
I will do.
Please do not work too hard now.
Take time, Buck. Take time.
Look after yourself, guys, and we appreciate everything that you do.
And we appreciate you too.
Whatever support we can give to you.
Thank you. And we look
You-
forward to seeing you grow and the heights of you going from strength to strength.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
thanks a million.
Okay, then, my dear. Thank you so
Guys,
much.
bye, Lorraine. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Blessing to you.
Bye.
Take care.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Well,
Wow.
guys, wow. That was wonderful. That was the wonderful Caren and Buck Balfour, the founders and directors of Jamaica Valley.
Those, when you look inside of your larder, you should be seeing Jamaica Valley seasonings. So, you know, let's go and support them. So what we'll say to you today is next week we have a wonderful married couple who literally 3 years ago decided, okay, we've got to look at things in a different way. And they started a business. And it was to celebrate their little son. And it's gone from strength to strength. And it's been recommended on numerous platforms.
Yeah, it's books, children's books, just to educate and show everybody not just about slavery, but about all the great kings and queens and warriors and princesses, and they're sharing their stories. Okay, and we will be interviewing them next week. Okay, so they can share their story and where they are now.
So that's the 9th of August and at 8 o'clock. So please be there Monday, 8 o'clock, 9th of August, and we'll be talking to the creators and directors of Kunda Kids.
Okay, so you have a great rest of the week, everyone. Enjoy the Olympics. Fingers crossed for for all the Jamaican athletes that are yet to run, and all the other athletes as well, if you like that kind of thing. And we look forward to seeing you next week, and have a blessed week.
Take care.
Okay, bye bye now, everyone. Bye bye.